believe in things that are true, and I can believe in things that aren't true, and I can believe in things where nobody knows if they're true or not. Claus and the Tooth Fairy and Marilyn Monroe and the Beatles and Elvis and Mr. Ed. Listen, I believe that people are perfectible, that knowledge is infinite, and that the world is run by secret banking cartels and visited by aliens on a regular basis. Nice ones, who look like wrinkledy lemurs. And bad ones, who mutilate our cattle and want our water and our women. I believe that the future sucks. And I believe that the future rocks, and I believe that one day White Buffalo Women is gonna come back and kick everyone's ass. I believe that all politicians are unprincipled crooks, and I still believe that they are better than the alternative. I believe that all men are just overgrown boys with deep problems communicating, and that the decline in good sex in America is coincident with the decline in drive-in movie theaters from state to state. I believe that California is going to sink into the sea when the big one comes, while Florida is going to dissolve into madness and alligators and toxic waste. I believe that antibacterial soap is killing our resistance to dirt and disease, so that one day we'll all be wiped out by the common cold, like the Martians in War of the Worlds. I believe that the greatest poets in the last century were Edith Sitwell and Don Marquise, that jade is dry dragon sperm, and that 1,000 years ago in a former life, I was once a one-armed Siberian shaman. I believe that mankind's destiny lies in the stars. I believe that candy really did taste better when I was a kid. That it's aerodynamically impossible for a bumblebee to fly. That light is a wave and a particle. That there's a cat in a box somewhere who's alive and dead at the same time, although if you never open the box to feed it, eventually it's just gonna be two kinds of dead. And that there are stars in the universe that are billions of years older than the universe itself. I believe in a personal God who cares about me and worries and oversees everything I do. I believe in an impersonal God who set the universe in motion and went off to hang out with her girlfriends and doesn't even know that I'm alive. I believe in an empty and godless universe of casual chaos, background noise, and blind luck. I believe that anyone who says sex is overrated just hasn't done it properly. I believe that anyone who claims to know what's going on will lie about the little things too. I believe in absolute honesty and sensible social lies. I believe in a woman's right to choose, a baby's right to live, that while all human life is sacred, there's nothing wrong with the death penalty if you can trust the legal system implicitly. And no one but a moron would trust the legal system. I believe that life is a game, that life is a cruel joke, that life is what happens when you're alive, and that you might as well sit back and enjoy it. Oh, didn't see you there. For those of you who know me, you know I really like Neil Gaiman. Yeah, and this is a book that was sent to me by a friend, by the wonderful Neil Gaiman, and it is called American Gods. Someone once asked me, "Hey, what's that book about?" And I told them, it's about gods in America. That was a passage that I semi-learned from a girl named Sam on page 394 and 395, and she's talking to the main character, Shadow. So, if you have not read this book, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. Not my favorite, but definitely one of my favorites from Neil Gaiman. Although, I think he's my favorite author, so maybe I can't say anything like that, because I just like all his books. So yeah. This is day 3 of Veda, and I think I just finished my video. I'm just so good because I finished on time. So, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that it got you to liking Neil Gaiman if you didn't already, and maybe it didn't because I suck at this kind of thing, but that's okay because I enjoyed this, and I'm probably gonna get a t-shirt with like that whole quote on it, and people are gonna stop and say, "Hey, what does that say?" I'm gonna say, basically, I'm gonna repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat it to you, but I will have that memorized completely. Mail on out.